This is how you replace the front brake caliper on Mitsubishi Delica. In this video, pretty much everything you need to know how to replace the brake caliper on your favorite Mitsubishi Delica. In part 1, we diagnosed the sticking brake caliper. As usual, we do everything in details. Yeah, all torque specs, how to bleed the brakes, how to disassemble everything and assemble back together and get back on the road with no brakes sticking. Yeah, we'll try my best to make this video short as possible and long as necessary. Well, let's get started. I have front tire removed. We're working on the left side, passenger side. My vehicle is up. Wheels are choked. Make sure we're not rolling anywhere. But before start working on the vehicle, let's put a jack stand. Make sure we're safe. Make sure the vehicle is sitting on a jack stand. I turn my steering wheel all the way to the right to get better access to the brake caliper. Yeah, now we have tons of room. As a replacement part, I have a brand new brake caliper with a bracket. It's one assembly made by DIAG. This is a new premium coated caliper. This is not a rebuild. Yeah, as you can see, C46058, brand new for Mitsubishi. Surprisingly, parts from Mitsubishi Montero 3.5 liters gas V6, they're the same for Mitsubishi Delica. As you can see, listed price was $196. With my discount, I got it to $123. With the taxes, $138. Roughly 94-95 US dollars. This is in Canadian. Not a big of a deal. Yeah, pretty good price. Plus, this one is brand new. It's not a rebuild and no core charge. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Let's open the bag. Take this guy out. Guys, if you're first time to the channel, go and subscribe. Very appreciated that. Let's take the brake caliper out. Look at that. Brand new. I have a new hardware as well. And it came with a new copper washers. Yeah, look at that. Beauty. Yeah, pretty nice. What I'm going to do before start tearing anything apart, I'll just wire brush it, make sure it's clean best as I can, especially around the tubing here. Just clean threads best as you can. I don't have this metal line, that's okay. There's no leaks. Yeah, we'll just clean it like that. With the brake clean. Pretty good. I like to apply a little bit penetrating oil to lubricate this fitting, because over here probably lots of rust, road grind, and that's why it's so hard to turn this flange nut out without stripping. Yeah, it should help. And we're going to use the 10 mil flare wrench. Okay, we'll just open it loose. Here we go. That's what I want to do, and close it. Perfect. We know this flange will cooperate, and when we have to undo this little line, it will come apart. No hassle. Now it's all tight, nothing's dripping. We'll do the line reconnection at the very end, but now I'm going to remove the caliper from the bracket, take the pads off and remove the bracket. This way it's easier. 17mm shallow socket to remove the 2 guide pins. If this video is helpful, informational, educational, interesting to watch, put a thumbs up. Thank you so much for doing that. Appreciate it. Okay. Bottom guide pin is out. As you can see, it has a rubber tip. Put it in a tray. Let's remove the upper one. Yeah, nice and well lubricated. Brake caliper out. Like that. I'm using my trusty pry bar. Shouldn't be like that. There you go. She's out. Let's place it over here. All right, let's clean those two mounting bolts so they're nice and clean. There we go. All right, take the pads out. All right, inner and outer. Inner pad as a gauge. As you can see, we still have tons of material. Brake pads are wearing out evenly. We know our guide pins are working properly. Okay, we'll put them aside. We'll use them later. 17 millimeters in the dirt. What's behind? Make sure we have a good grip on the socket. Okay. Now it's everything spinning by hand. There we go. One bolt is out. And let's see if this bolt fits in our new caliper. Same thread, same size. Yes. See? Happy winning. All right. Let's take the bottom bolt out and remove the bracket. There we go. And the bracket should come off. Oh, not yet. Over here we have a 10 millimeter dust shield screw. Let's undo this guy. There we go. Nice. I'm surprised this guy didn't snap. Here we go. A little tiny screw out, like so. As you can see, yeah. Our new caliper came with a new hardware. That's great. Swapping the brackets. Let's clean the mounting points with a wire brush. That's good enough. Nice and clean. All right. Happy. And wipe it all dirt and dust and residue with a wet paper towel. I just sprayed brake clean on it, as you can see, and just clean it. Don't like to overspray everywhere. It doesn't need to be that way. Just wipe it, and we'll have a good fitment. Can't see how dirty is that, right? New beautiful brake caliper. We just need the bracket. There's a guide pins, 17 mil. Let's break them loose and take the bracket off the caliper. Oh, this one's stuck. Okay, here we go. Oh, as you can see, not much lube. We'll put it a little bit more before putting everything back. Nice. Give them a wash with a brake clean. Beautiful. All right. Don't assemble dirty parts, especially fasteners. Make sure threads are clean. Yeah, like that. All right, nice and ready. I'm going to apply very light coat of anti-seized compound, just a little bit. All right, make sure you can see everything. Okay, let's fit the bracket in its original position. Here we go. Beautiful, look at that. They made for each other. Okay, bracket is in. I'm going to start bottom bolt, line up a hole. Here we go. Line up another hole. There we go. One bottom. Up. All right. Mitsubishi Delica factory torque specs for front disc brake dual piston type brake caliper bracket bolts. 88 Newton meters to be exact. 64.9 foot-pounds of torque. Torque specs will be down in the description below under the video. Check it out. Bottom and top. Beautiful. All right. I have a new bracket. See, nothing is rubbing. It's in place. Brake caliper bracket has a slightly different profile over here. As you can see, there's a step. It's dedicated a groove. We're using a second hole anyway. On a original one, this dust shield just went flat, and on this one it doesn't. But it doesn't affect anything. It just will go with the pliers. Just bend it like that. Make sure it fits nicely in the groove, and it won't affect anything. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, well, dust shield adjustment. I'm going to put a bolt in. The anti-seize lubricant, of course. Beautiful. Okay, now we can just bend it over like that. Nice. All right. Caliper came with a new hardware. We're not going to reuse the old one. Okay, let's put them in. The bottom. You need to push them on the pry bar. Make sure they fit properly. And the upper one. They only go in one way. There we go. Nice and tight. Going to reuse the brake pads. They still have lots of life left. Clean this sliders a little bit like that. No grease needed. From the factory, vehicle comes with no grease on a hardware. Hardware should be dry like that, and pads should move freely. If you put a grease here, grease will attract dirt. Dirt will get compacted, and pad won't be able to move back and forth freely. Yeah, we don't put any grease here. Put it like that, nice and dry. And pads are free. They will go back and forth. You only apply the grease to the guide pins, to the sliders. No need for grease here. Okay, and bottom one with a gauge, inner one, and the bottom one. Here we go. Nice and free. Beautiful. Okay, this one's done. New caliper with the guide pins, and as you can see, there's almost no grease. Very, very little. I want to put a little bit more. I'll just spread it. I need lots. I'll put a tiny bit more silicone-based grease. I need lots. Well, this one is looking very dry. Just tiny bit more. That much. Yeah, something like that. So you need lots. Just keep them lube. The pins out for now to place the caliper over the heads like that. You can see they're all the same, and no rubber tip on this model. Caliper doesn't need it, honestly, and when bolt will get in, it will get hugged with the boot or this groove. Here we go. Yeah, hold in. See how nicely it's sliding? That's how it should. When you put a grease over here, that's what's causing the pad sticking to the rotor, because pad should move slightly back and forth. Compression, hydraulic force, is 5 times higher than releasing force. And when you have the lots of grease here, the dirt, then pad might sit on an angle, not be able to go back, then you will end up with uneven wear. All right, let's just tighten the bolts. Torque specs for the guide pins: 74 Newton meters or 54.5 foot-pounds of torque. Guide pins. Torque specs will be down in the description below under the video. Here we go. All right, nice. Yep, boots are on. Everything's sliding freely. 12mm deep socket. I have to remove two hydraulic line bracket bolts. Okay, let's see if it will come out. There we go. This one's loose. There we go. Oh, good. 2 bolts. Pad over the caliper here. I guess it will drip a little bit. Like so. I'd have a question. What about those 2 copper washers? Well, in our situation, we have a flange type connection. This type of washers they use for bungee bolt type connections, and we're swapping entire line assembly, bracket, the hose, and the metal brass line to our new caliper. We'll just clean this area and screw this line to the new caliper. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And those washers, we have no use. Yeah, as you can see, it's just a flange type connection. Okay, pull this plug out. Okay, now we're going to use 10mm flare wrench, and yeah, we'll just swap this line to the new caliper and make sure you can start a few threads by hand to avoid cross threading. Okay, we'll drip a little bit, not a big of a deal. Okay, now we're undoing this line. You see a little bit dirt came out. Just going to wash it. All right, I'll just undo it completely, and then we'll bleed the air. See, it's nice when everything's turning. This flange is moving. I'll wash it a little bit here. I can dirt around. Then I can get with my paper towel and spin it like that. There we go. It's disconnected. It's dripping a little bit. Gonna wipe a little sand here. Make sure you start straight and it goes freely like that. See? Almost all the way in, right? That's it. Nothing's cross-threaded. I almost got it all the way down with a flange by hand. Don't worry about those brackets. We'll get them fit. Take the old caliper out. It's good enough for it. I need it. See, it's hand tight. It's not dripping. I'll just line up a bracket like so, as you can see. Now we're threaded. Bracket is in place. We'll just snag it a little bit. There we go. Touch of anti-seize compound on a bracket bolts. It never hurts. With the brake line bracket bolts, 15 millimeters. sure it's not leaking. Don't need to go too crazy. Here we go. That's it. Everything's tight, no leaks. Let's just wash it. Whatever brake fluid came out with a brake clean. Sure we don't have any of that residue. It's a hygroscopic and very, very corrosive. Yeah, wipe it out. Don't spray on a rotor or pads, just hardware here around. Nice. Nice and dry. No any seepage, sweating, leaking. All good, tight. All right, let's check it out. There we go. How it looks like. Nice and tight, dry, no leaks. Bolter in, another one in, all in place. Well, now hydraulic part of our repair. We're going to bleed air from the brake caliper. I will show you everything, it's pretty easy. Pay attention to the rubber brake hose. Make sure it's not twisted. It should go straight like this. Yeah, very good. Yeah, let's take the cap off, the bleeder valve. Here we go. Now we need a 8mm wrench. Put a wrench like this. My bleeder kit is ready. Plastic bottle, 1/4-inch rubber hose, and I have an old brake fluid inside. Okay, let's connect our hose to the bleeder valve like that. Nice. All right. Okay, stay. Oh, I need to put something underneath. I need to bring my bottle up a little bit, like that. Here we go. Nice. All connected. Now we're going to pop the hood. So, and I have to watch our brake fluid level. Here's the brake fluid reservoir. We lost a very little fluid, as you can see, just in between the minimum and the maximum mark. Yeah, it's almost nothing we lost. All right, we're going to our caliper, because caliper is new, there's no fluid inside, it's air. We have to push the fluid into the caliper and get air out. What I'm going to do, if you have a helper, that's great. I'm working by myself. I'm going to press the brake pedal 3 times and push it down and hold it. Then I will come out, open the bleeder valve, get the air out. We'll see some bubbles coming from the caliper down into our bottle, and we'll repeat the procedure till we see no air bubbles coming from the brake caliper. Yeah, we'll flash the brakes and yeah, get a clean fluid in. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm going to pump it 3 times. See, pedal is going down. Now it's getting hard. Press it against the seat and going outside to our brake caliper. Okay, I'll open the valve and you will see the bubbles coming. Here we go. Oh. Okay, now I'm closing again and going back to the pedal. Guys, if you like the video, leave a comment down below. Let me know what do you think. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and press it. Hold it. Yeah, if it's helpful or not, or you have some questions, recommendations, concerns. Yeah, okay, let me open it up. See, no air, all just fluid. Okay, I'll do one more time. Make sure we have a clean, fresh fluid. caliper. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, also we have to watch our brake fluid level. I know we have lots of fluid. I'll make sure pay attention to the fluid level. Yeah, we will top it up after we're done. Okay, I'm going to open the bleeder valve and you watch that hose. And no bubbles. Beautiful. Okay, have no air. Tighten it up. Take a hose off. Nice. On the valve, take a wrench off and put a cap back. That. Beautiful. Okay, we have our air purged from the brake caliper. Brakes are bleeded. Yeah, no any leaks, no any sweating, dripping. All good, nice and dry, everything's tight. All right, now we can take our pipe off the brake pedal, release it. I'm going to top it up brake fluid to the maximum mark before opening the cap. Make sure it's all clean around, don't get any dirt. And yeah, using .3 or .4 fluid only from the sealed container. Yeah, that's what we're going to use. Okay. I'll put a spill pad here. Make sure it won't spill. Just about right. Yeah, brake fluid is very corrosive. Pay attention, make sure it won't get on any metal parts. Okay, cap is back, it's locked, it's in place. That's why I'm trying not to spill it. Okay, nice. All right, well, good. All right, level is up to the maximum mark. We're in safe zone. Let's do one more check. Make sure there's no any fluid coming from the pistons. It's possible, never know. I don't see any drippage underneath. Yeah, so far everything looks good. Yeah, we'll dry here. Line, hose, and back. Well, so far no leaks, no any drippage. That's good. Okay, I'm going to put a wheel back. Yeah, we'll keep eye on this caliper. Thank you so much, guys, for your time watching this video. Appreciated that. Yeah, take care, everybody, and see you next one. Bye bye. There we go.